Hello, you're watching Island House Handmade. I'm Renee, and in today's video, we are making wooden beaded jewelry. I'm getting ready to go on my cruise, and on my last video, I showed you how to make this resort wear tank style dress with a Tommy Bahama theme. Well, now I need jewelry to go with it, and I had all these wooden beads from Fire Mountain Gems, and you can go on their website and pick out loads of jewelry making beads. I also have my bead design board, and this is very helpful to shape necklaces and bracelets. I already made the beaded necklace, so today I'm going to finish the set by showing you how I'm going to make a elastic beaded bracelet, and we're going to make hoop earrings. As you can see, these hoops, and we're going to have a matching set, and this is going to finish off the outfit for one of the dinners on the cruise. So if you'd like to see how this all turns out, stay with me till the end. Let's get busy crafting up some wooden beaded jewelry. To make my bracelet, I'm using a stretch power cord. It's 25 millimeters, and I'm gonna thread some beads through with my sewing needle, and I'm gonna double this so that I know the bracelet won't break halfway through wearing it. All I need to do is come up with a simple design and alternate beads. I have these white 8 millimeter beads, and I have black. I also have these big large black 16 millimeter beads, and I might just make this the center of the bracelet as the focal point. Also, we have white and black rondelle beads. These are spacer beads, so I'll put one alternating to match back to the necklace that we already have here. So here's the black wooden beads. And then I just have this nice little pearl-sized wooden white bead, and that could be cute on each side, alternating the beads. And then just something flat along the back so it doesn't bother me. Also, we're going to be finishing up these earrings. They're so easy to make. If you buy these hoops, all you need to do is just throw on 3 or 4 beads and you have matching earrings. So I also have tweezers in case, you know, I need to do anything really small. Tying it off might be a little tricky. For my necklace, just this little tail that I had left over, I tied it around one of these white beads 3 or 4 times. I just don't want it to break. And so this is essentially fishing line. It's plastic. So you cut it down to about 1/4 of an inch, and then you lightly take your lighter and just singe it, and that'll keep it nice. So here's the necklace. So many designs you could go for with these wooden beads. However, since I already made the necklace, I want to stay in the same feeling so that it matches. So when you use these design boards, they have measurements, so 0 is the center. Now, there is no centerpiece on this necklace, it's just an all over. I'm gonna make the bracelet have a centerpiece, and it's gonna be this big ball. I think that's pretty. So I'm gonna move the necklace out of the way now, so you can see the design board closer up. So here's our 0. So I'm gonna put this in the center, and now we can start to design. The finished bracelet measurement will be 7 inches. So you'll go 3.5 this way and 3.5 this way, and we're gonna leave a little extra so we can tie it off and then hide inside the bracelet the additional elastic. So I was thinking, how about we I have a centerpiece here. Then we could put one of these rondelles like that, and then a nice white bead, and I think I'll use 2 rondelles so that I have white next to the black and then this big white one. So I'll do that on this side, and then a black, and then a white. So this is really the center of the bracelet. Now we can just work our way around, and we just have to get to 3.5 on each side. So keep working your way out. Now you can see the design is finished. We have the big bead as the centerpiece, and then we alternated the small rondelles with a white round bead. Then we alternated again, and then we went with a black round bead, and we went from 0 to 3.5, and from 0 to almost 3.5. So this will make a 7-inch bracelet because this went over a tiny bit over here. You could use a regular sewing needle if you have one with the head big enough. Or you can take artistic wire, which is here, and you fold it in half and you make your own needle. And you just bend it, and it's very easy to do. For the stretchy power cord, this is what we're going to use. I'm going to make the bracelet with double cord on the inside. So I need at least 14 inches to make a 7-inch bracelet, but I need extra to be able to have enough to tie off at the ends. So I'm going to use a little extra, and it's okay because this is not very expensive, so I won't be wasting. So let's make sure I have enough so that I have plenty to tie off. I'm going to cut a little bit extra up to here, and then now that I have my elastic, let's line up the ends. And you need to stretch it out slightly, pre-stretch it. That should be good. Now take the folded end, the loop, and we're going to loop in our wire needle that we just made. Now we will carefully thread it all the way through the beads. And make sure it doesn't come off the end here. You could tie a knot, but I'm just going to watch. This looks really good. Check to see if everything's close together. Now here's the end with the loop. What we're gonna do is take one side of this end and put it through the loop. Push all the beads closer up to the loop. You can take this off now. Take this off. So you can see this is through the loop. What we're gonna do is tie these two together one time. That loop is closed. Tie this several more times. Tie it that side and then bring this under. And then wrap this under and then pull it, and then one more time for a total of 5 ties. We've got really nice knots. Pull it and test it to make sure it doesn't all come unraveled. Knot is just going to tuck into one of the balls. So we'll clip it. And you can eventually hide the string in the ball. Now bracelet is complete. Looks really nice. This has this nice little clip. That finishes off our jewelry making session. I just love the way this 3-piece set came out. The earrings were the easiest part to make, and they look great. The bracelet is absolutely adorable. And the necklace really ties it all together for that finishing touch. So thank you so much for staying with me till the end, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.